Well, today I'm going to put a sprayer on the back of my Ford 2N and take the mower off right now, and I'll put on, oh, let me get the mower off first. Allis-Chalmers B. I've been using it for years, and my dad used it for the spraying tractor. But I've been having trouble with it. I put on a new battery and a new starter thing, and won't even turn over today. And that's a clumsy tractor to get on. What I have on it, I've got a PTO pump, roller pump, a tank, and then a stand to hold it. So I'm going to transfer this to the Ford tractor. And so the first thing I had to do is get an adapter for the hook this thing to the PTO. Now I had one that would have worked with the old Ford, regular Ford PTO shaft, the small one. But about a month ago I put in a full-size normal one when I replaced the old one. So this doesn't work anymore. Couldn't get the insert out. So I went and bought a new one at Tractor Supply for $30-some. So we're going to put that on first. So this is the platform I'm going to use, a carrier for the back 3-point hitch of the Ford. Put the tank on. Out here is my machinery line. And out there is the 20 acres of prairie I planted last summer that's starting to bloom. So our first step is get the mower off the 3-point and put the other device on. So let's see if I park it so it'll pull off easy. One. No, the other one, the chain is tight, so I'm going to have to pry the whole thing over. Two. Now that's off. Now we'll go over and back up to the other device. The prairie has got lots of yellow old brown-eyed Susans and different stuff in it. Some of it I planted, some I didn't plant, but right here is a catalpa that came from seed, a couple of them. So, and there's my sawmill under the shed. What I'm after is this carrier here. So I can put a tank right on there and then hook it up. So I'm going to bring the tractor over here, see if I can't hook it up. This is light enough that it shouldn't be very hard to. Gotta drag it my way, this way some. There. Put that over on the. So what I've got is a roller pump that had a adapter that went to the small PTO shaft that's on the old Alice and was on this was on the Ford, but I went and replaced it when I with a new one. So this has got an Allen wrench set screw. So that fits in there. Got to tighten it with an Allen wrench. And then this will fit over the PTO shaft. Takes the place of this thing. It's a snap-on one. So I'll save the old one in case I want to use the Allis-Chalmers again sometime, if I get it going again. And then I'll get the, let me think here, an Allen wrench. All right, an Allen wrench. Okay, I think I got the right Allen wrench. So that now is supposed to fit on the PTO. Let's see how it looks. Then this actually keeps the pump from whirling around. You chain it to something like this. So I need a bolt here to hook that on. So let me get a bolt and then we'll move over to the tank and transfer that. The pump has an in and an out. In and out on this side. So now what I'm trying to do is just keep this thing from spinning too much. So I put a bolt through the chain looped around the other chain, and then a couple of washers, and then I'm putting 2 nuts on it, so I'll tighten them up so it can't shake loose. Okay, so now I'm ready for pipe the tank and the hoses. A hose on in and out, and then a tank on the back here. So let's go over and do that. There is some water in there, but not enough so that I can't transfer it, I think, okay. There's the output hose. The out of the pump, and then down in there is the in for the pump. All right, let me bring the tractor over. Wrenches here, which I'll put over on the other tractor seat for now. Okay. This one is out from the tank. I have to get a hole and fish out. Okay, down in here, this is the input from the bottom of the tank. It goes into the input of the thing there, and then the blue one here goes into the output. Let's see if I can transfer this over. How about if I raise that up and make it about level? Back up a little further. This will probably do. So now our hoses have to hook up. Sometimes I've got to prime it. Okay, so this is output. And this says out. So we hook the hose onto the out. And then that says in. And I need a wrench to tighten up the hose clamp. Uh-oh, the hose clamp fell off. I lost it. Probably down in there. Well, I'll go get another hose clamp. Well, I think this one is right. Maybe it's a little small. I got an assortment of hose clamps. So I've got some bigger ones there. Let's see what that does. Yep, that will fit. Tighten it up. There isn't pressure on this side. This is just where it sucks it in. On the other side where it blows it out is under pressure. Okay. So, input, output to here, which I probably will have to prime, and then my big long hose that I walk around through the orchard spraying the apple trees. The other tractor was such a nuisance to get on and off, and the clutch didn't release very good, so I would keep driving when I pushed the clutch. And so we're hopeful that this will be a simpler, easy to get on and off, and tractor, as well as can take it off when I'm not using it and put something else on. The three-point hitches are really quite nice. Okay, so I am wrapping up some of this hose here. I really don't need that much hose, but I didn't like to get on and off that LSB very often, and so I had a long hose that I could walk around a long way. I have to go put some water in it. However, shall we see if it spins on there without making a falling apart or something? Let's just see. Okay, the PTO is off. Here. Okay, this was the B. Alice. It had a wooden frame on it my dad made to put the tank on. And I'm having trouble with the thing. There's the Farmall Super C, which I moved out here. I was going to pull the Alice with. That actually runs pretty good. But it doesn't have 3-point or anything. Leave the chains on it. Usually have a snowplow on it. So anyway, let's put my tools. This is my 7 that I use for spraying. The Allen wrench set. A couple of adjustables. And the battery's unhooked. So I'll put my tools away and then we'll see if we can't get some spraying working. Probably gonna have to prime that thing. Over here is my hydrant, yard hydrant, but I don't have it turned on from the basement right now. That black walnut's gonna be my shade tree in the middle of the yard. Squirrels planted it a couple years ago, and I decided, oh, that's about right. Have one there. Well, it's the next morning, and I'm going to spray the apple trees this morning if everything goes all right. Foggy day, lots of dew on my tractor seat. Let's see, I got the pump hooked on. I got the 7 put in the tank. Now I've got to put some water in the thing. And I got a hydrant over behind it, so I can figure out which hose. Let's see if that one's got water to it. Put about maybe 25, 30 gallons of water in the tank. And a bottle of concentrated 7. Let's see if the tractor runs. Gas is, oh, I left it on. Oh, that's all right. Gas in it. Oil looks good. Neutral, switch on, choke out, PTO off. Since I put the electronic ignition in the Ford, it starts pretty good. I did put new plugs in after about 8 years this year too, but yeah, I'm switching to this tractor instead of the Power Scout. Hook, unhook, just 3.6 real quick. So let's see if I need the pocket. There we go. Well, I'm going to head for the orchard. See how it goes. Too much hose on here. I don't need that nearly that much. All right, let's see here.